Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to. Huh. I don't see anything. That's weird. Why is my screen blank? Can't help but wonder. Very strange. That is strange. And believe me, I'm trying, that's for sure. Hello, my friend. Why is my screen completely blank? Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, I'm going to have to leave and try this again. Hello, Paul. Hey, Paul, can you see anything or is this screen blank? I'm very curious. Is this like a black screen? So the screen is blank. Is that what you're telling me, Paul? Your phone is fine. Are you seeing me or are you seeing the snow on the ground, the forest in front of me? Beautiful snow. That is so weird. I can't see anything. My screen is blank, you guys. No, I see snow and trees. Okay, the heck with it. I'll do it live. As Bill O'Reilly said, profanity, I'll do it live. I want to explain something to you guys. And I do hope you guys are seeing the woods, but you guys just told me that you're seeing the snow on the ground, snow and trees. So I've got, 8 people. Awesome. Okay. I want to explain, and I do. I feel like I owe you guys an explanation where I've been. I hope the audio was okay. How's the audio, you guys? Okay? I am in southern New Hampshire. Audio was good. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that, man. I'm in southern New Hampshire. I am actually at my favorite location, McCabe Forest. The audio is good. Okay, that's awesome. I want to explain to you guys, there's a lot of loyal fans, man, that watch my videos. And you guys are so patient. I hope everyone's doing well, by the way. We got about 1.5 feet of snow on the ground, so it's kind of slow trudging. I want to explain what's going on. It is awesome to see you guys too, man. Holy, 24 people. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I just wanted to pop on here and explain my absence. And I do owe it. I do owe an explanation. I've gotten some people that have reached out on my Facebook Messenger. I thought I deleted Facebook. I hate Facebook. I don't hate Facebook, but I still have Facebook Messenger, and people are like, where are you? Please just put a video out just to let us know you're okay. And here it is. And the handful of people that reached out are right in saying, people just want to know that you're all right, and I'm okay. Let's see if I can read. The screen is fine. Wow, okay. What I'm looking at on my phone is a blank screen. So I'm still out hiking. I mean, I haven't been lately because it's so frigidly cold. But the reason why I haven't uploaded videos, and if you guys have been with me long enough, you're going to know the issues I've been having with storage on my phone. And I joked a few months back saying if I can't figure out the storage issue, guys, you know what? I'm curious. I'd like to hold my phone sideways, but I don't think. And I want to explain. The reason is because of storage on my phone. So I can do like a 20-minute video, but that's not the way I do videos. That's not the way I started my channel. I'd go for a hike and I would edit videos together. And so I would have like something to talk that I wanted to talk about, and I would be hiking and I'd say, oh, I just thought of something, and I'd talk for another 4 or 5 minutes. And I would do that periodically on like a 2-hour hike. And then I would go home and I would splice together the videos and edit, and maybe even put some captions, if I misspoke or something, which I do often. And I enjoyed it. I loved it. But I got a new phone some time ago, and right away, there wasn't enough storage on my phone. So my nephew knew that I liked making videos. He said, Uncle Dave, I got you a gift. He bought me this app that I downloaded on my laptop. Let me stop so I can see some of your comments. 30 people. Three cats in a window. I'm squinting at the screen phone. It's kind of hard to see. I've been worried. Thank you, Be Kind. I'm okay. And I'm explaining that my frustration with loading videos and editing is the main 95% reason why I haven't been making videos. My love of the outdoors and documenting tree breaks and leans, and I have a whole system. But if I can't make videos that frustrate me so bad, then it's not, to me, it's so frustrating that it's a mental health issue at some point, where if I'm having such a hard time and I'm going through having these issues with I just want to edit, man. And I've had people reach out. I've sat on the phone before for hours trying to figure out editing. And it becomes down to storage. So my nephew got me this gift of this app called Camtasia. And it is awesome. I said, this is going to be great. Here we go. YouTube, here I come. And I came back to YouTube. I made, I think, 3 videos. And I uploaded them to my laptop. And I put them in the Camtasia app. I put them on. Whoa, I just fell through something. Holy shit. Sorry about the camera work. I apologize. And the app, the Camtasia app, right away, guys, with just 3 videos, says that storage is running out. I said, that's it. I threw up my hands. I said, I can't do this. I can't keep doing this. And so I've been out and about hiking, and I made the decision this morning. I said, okay, I'm going to go for a hike, and I'm going to go live. And I don't know if anybody will watch. Of course, I hope people watch. But I want to talk. So since I got you guys here, I see a bunch of people are leaving already. Since I got you here, the rabbit hole is real. For anybody that's looking into this subject, that feel like they want to get into the research end of Sasquatch. I was warned, okay? years ago by this woman who said, if you start down this rabbit hole, it's going to suck you right in. And she was right. It pulls you in, it shakes you up, and it spits you out. I have more questions than I had answers when I started this, like, man, it has to be 15 years now. And I've had my channel for like 10, 11 years, maybe, I don't know. And I am so far in it. And now this is going to sound crazy because I've never come out and admitted it, but I do believe, this is my opinion only, Sasquatch is not a large ape. I believe that they are a human type hybrid, but I believe it's human. And I'm gonna say it that I think that they're interdimensional. The interdimensional aspect of Sasquatch answers so many questions. And now, do I think maybe that's a cop-out? Maybe it is. Maybe that's a cop-out. I don't know what you guys think about interdimensions. You see, it's so far-fetched that I would never believe it. I wouldn't believe it. But some things that I've seen this past 10 or 15 years, it's absolutely undeniable. I can't deny it anymore. And I've been kind of suppressing my opinion. What is that? What do we got? A new teepee structure? Ooh, nobody's been down here. Look at this, you guys. Look what you just found along with me. What is that? You don't say. Can you guys see this little structure that I'm looking at? I hope you guys can see this. Of course, a person could have put this here, guys. I'm not making any outlandish claims. Yeah, I can't discount them being interdimensional. Is right. There's cats in the window, right? I mean, it seems that makes sense. But I wonder what this is. Look at this thing. I hope you guys can see, because I'm looking at a black screen. Wow, look at that, you guys. I've never seen that. I live in this area pretty much. I hope you guys can see it. Boy Scouts, perhaps. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that. Jay. I'm with you on that, Jay. Yep. But look, it's got like a little X in front of it. There's another structure I'll show you, Jay. I don't know if you've been on my channel before, but I'll show you another one down here. I don't know if it's still here. I can't believe I'm doing this live right now. Good, you can see the tiny structure. Awesome. You can see it too. That is great, Jay. Thank you. My eyesight's not so good. Jeff Riley, thank you. It's good to see you guys. I'm going to go down to, you know what is amazing is that I'm live right now. I don't have to worry about storage. Now that's amazing. Oh boy, this snow. I got my muck boots on. I was going to bring see where it's snow. I don't know if you can see, and I'm probably just made all you guys dizzy. Snow's about 1.5 feet or so. And I'm stopping to read some comments. Cabin in the Woods just did a video about interdimensional. Yeah. Valerie, I agree. They're not of this world. Yeah. How else are they so elusive, right? I mean, there's the argument by the non-believers of little tree snap there. That where's the body? How come the body has never been found? I think a lot has been found, and it's suppressed. The information is just suppressed, and somebody comes in and takes care of it. I don't know, something like that. I should have brought my snowshoes. Well, I figured I would just be walking in other people's trackway, but nobody has come down here, so live and learn. Tina, hello. Kentucky cat lady, the snow looks deep. It is deep. Other cryptids could fall into the same category. Yeah. I agree with you there. Pike hunter, I agree with you. Hardly any footprints, only when they want to. Yeah, so I have come across prints, you guys, that start and stop, like they were dropped off and picked up by a helicopter or something. I can't, and it feels like maybe a cop-out to say, well, they must be interdimensional. I don't know. I don't know if it's a cop-out as much as it explains so much to, if you think about it. I mean, we're taught from, when we're little kids that everything is just so cut and dry as you see it. And, it's just that whole thing that if we were taught, I've said before that like Native Americans, that's part of their oral history, what is Bigfoot. If it was something that they taught in schools, I mean, it would be common knowledge that Sasquatch is real, I don't know. That's right, Jay. Don't discount anything. The arch up ahead. Yeah. I know. I'm under it right now, I think. And I want to see if that little tree structure is still the most important thing is your footprint, print or imprint. There's a lot of arches out here, guys. This place is like a hot spot for my area. Look at that. Even the woodland creatures use the trails. Now, where is that tree structure that was out here? I haven't been down this way, you guys, in over a month. This cold snap we had is so cold. Like, it's the kind of cold, like if I fell and like snapped an ankle and I had no phone service, you'd freeze to death out here. It's that's, because I hike alone all the time when I'm not with my buddy Gary. And what's up, Gary? I don't know if you'll end up watching this or not, but we're going to be getting out in the woods soon, brother. I like to too, like I want to, among other things, one of the reasons why I love hiking in the snow is to see the tracks of the other woodland creatures. I like seeing that. And I've been looking for moose tracks. I haven't seen any out here. I haven't seen moose tracks in quite a while, like a couple years. Where is that structure, that teepee structure? I don't even know if I'm on the trail anymore at this point because tree breaks everywhere. So yeah, I wanted to come out and talk and explain to you guys where I've been. My trail, where is my trail? Okay. I'm definitely turned around at this point. I think my trail is this way. Thank you guys for being here too. I do appreciate it. I have 23 of you guys that are hanging out with me. I know I say this a lot. It is so quiet. Like, deathly quiet out here. It's, where is that teepee structure? Is it just gone? That can't be. The snow, Tina, the snow's about 1.5 feet, I'd say. It's not above the top of my muck boots, so it's about 1.5 feet. I mean, there hasn't been any melting, that's for sure, because it's just been so cold. Wow, what is going on there? I lost the trail. I don't see that. There's a teepee structure out here that just showed up out of nowhere a couple of years back, and I don't see it anywhere. So that's weird. The great thing about snow as well when you're hiking is if you get turned around or lost, you can just turn around and follow your tracks out, which is very comforting. I wonder where that went. Oh, let me stop and read here. Yeah, thank you, John. Hit that like button. Are you guys bored? You want to hang out for a little bit longer, or? Because I will bring you guys with me. I will continue to stay on here if you guys want to watch, but it is beautiful out here right now. And it's about 31 or 32 degrees, you guys. It's beautiful. That looks like a new downed tree to me. Paul says, sure. Walking in the snow is very exhausting, yes. I'm really surprised I can't find that that structure. Wow, this tree must have came down the last storm we had. I am genuinely curious what happened to that. It's like a teepee type structure. Ooh, the snow is deep on this, guys. Holy jabroni. I'm thinking I'm having such issues with uploading, you guys, that I think I'm just going to do lives. Thank you, Kentucky Cat Lady. Thank you. And you're sitting in front of a fireplace, Donna. I am. I'm watching my step. Oh, I hear ice cracking underneath me. That's weird. I must be. I must be on like a little river or stream or something. Excuse me. Whoa, definitely ice cracking. Whoop, 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 cracking, ice cracking. Release the crack. All right, I'm going to go backtrack a little bit and see if I can find that. So, what do you guys think about interdimension, about dimensions? I mean, you hear, or I hear, because of my algorithm is crazy ridiculous, about there could be like 12 or 15 dimensions, or, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it's just explains so much. One time, me and Gary were on his property, on his back 40, and we saw this crazy thing. He had a flare, an infrared monocular type thing. And we're out on his back 40. And I know you guys have heard the story, but I'll never forget this figure that you could see in Gary's flare, you couldn't see with your naked eye. Oh, hello. I swear I just heard somebody. You couldn't, but I couldn't see it without the flare. It was the strangest, really spooky type of thing. I mean, explain that. How do you... That's one of those things I don't talk about too much. We don't know what we don't know is right. Ireland. Hey, that's where my ancestors are from. Ireland. Oh my goodness, there's 30 people here. You gotta be kidding me. I haven't been out here in a minute. The last time I was out here, I found that, well, it wasn't the last time, it was the last video I made, was when I found that upside down, an upside down eastern white pine. And there's just so much activity out in this area that, so much that you just can't explain. And kind of going back to that interdimensional, it's loony, right? I mean, when I first began this journey, air quotes, I thought interdimensional, whoa, sorry guys, you're out of your tree. There are no, the only dimension I know of is the one I'm in. You know what I mean? And it's just, it makes you sound like a lunatic, but then so be it then. I'm a lunatic that it seems like the only explanation I got is different dimensions. I don't know. I am so glad to see everybody checking in. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Tina. I want to venture. I can't believe I can't find that. Sorry about whipping the camera around. There is no explanation why that TP structure should just be gone. I've had tons of comments. People back in the day would say that Boy Scouts did it, but did I lose my own trail? But if I'm not mistaken, don't Boy Scouts leave no trace? Like say if you're practicing survival skills or something, don't you? If you built a structure like that, wouldn't you dismantle it? I was never in the Boy Scouts, so I couldn't tell you, but I don't know if you guys, I have a question. It's hard for me to see the screen, you guys, so yes, hello to everybody. Have you seen the channel? And I suggest if you haven't, to check it out. The channel is called Study Sasquatch. And it's some of the guys that run it, that make videos, are from Small Town Monsters. And I don't know if they're out in the West Coast, out in the Northwest, I think. But this kid, this guy, his approach is the way to go. It's audio. Documentation is so important to find patterns and stuff. But this guy, this kid, or this a couple of guys, I think they're right on point what they're doing. Are you guys with me? I hope so. I see some weird stuff coming up. And it's some really interesting stuff that this guy has captured on audio. And I know that it's like, oh, that can be faked. I understand that. I get it. All right, don't tell anybody, guys, but I'm going to have a cigarette. Don't say nothing. Don't tell my son. So I'm curious, too, if I'm going to continue to do live streams if that's what, if you guys don't mind. I like it, and the important thing is there's no editing, which is awesome. I don't know if that makes me lazy or... I wish I could see my phone screen a little bit better. Hey, can you guys still see me? I want to see if you guys can still see me, because my screen is still black. And I've got 29 people. And I'm curious to know if I'm still here. Yes. Excellent. All right. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Okay. So I'm not just talking to myself, which wouldn't be a new thing. Oh, here's a break that I don't remember coming across. Look at all the leans, guys. Here's a break. That's a good... Let's see, I'm 6'4". That's about 8 feet up. Fairly new. It's still got some yellow to it. And we can go through. Yes, it could be snow load. Absolutely. Paul, you're driving through Boston. I built a lot of those buildings in Boston. I'm a iron worker for Local 7. I've worked on, I did the Zakem Bridge when I was an apprentice. I did the whole bridge, and a couple people swept up when I was done. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I worked on the Zakem Bridge and the new Boston Garden. There's a lot of buildings I worked on out there, and Somerville, did a lot of work at Somerville. One of my favorite jobs was the casino. I worked on the casino for 2 years. I was over there, the Wynn Casino. That was an awesome job. I made a video when I was working out there. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, had a lot of memories from working in town. Oh, yeah, the tap on my shoulder. Oh, my. So I didn't talk about it a heck of a lot after that. There's a reason for that. I had some... I don't know what that was, and I explained it away. I explained it away to an arm spasm or something, because the only way to explain that, right, is to go back to that interdimensional thing, because it felt like I was bumped or pushed or touched or leaned on or something, but there's nothing immediately near me. So I can't explain it. So that's like, I guess there's a fear involved with that I'm out. These are the same woods. I'm not in the same area, but these are the same woods, and it scared me. And it's like, whistling past the graveyard. If I don't talk about it, then it didn't happen. And it's hard to explain. Like, I don't want to ever be too afraid to hike. And if I dwell on that, what happened, then it scares me. Quiet, quiet. But that was a very odd occurrence. I've had some very strange things happen to me out in these very woods that I don't like to dwell on it too much. But I never had an answer to it. I was never able to find an explanation on why it happened. And I mean, was it a warning? I don't know. It's my favorite tree in all of the forest, you guys. The birch tree. It is my favorite. Great fire starting. If I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not boring. I got to be boring people. I probably am. No, there's still 30 of you guys. Thank you. That the Native Americans used to boil the birch sap, and they would use it as adhesive for their canoes and such. I don't know exactly how they go about it, but it was something like that. The birch tree is great for survival type thing. Matter of fact, in my backpack, I carry birch bark. As crazy as that sounds, look at all those leans, you guys. Holy jabroni. John Boy, Tennessee, you guys got walloped, huh? And you know what's strange about that, John? They didn't cover it on the news, really. Like, why didn't they cover? I mean, I'm assuming that there was power lost, and I don't know if there were lives lost, but that was a serious storm. Ice is still on the ground. Oh, it's raining now, John, huh? Yeah, it's not raining here. It's a winter wonderland right now. I gotta snuff this out. I find myself, me and Gary, when we go hiking, and this is gonna sound ridiculous, we talk out loud to, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. We talk out loud to Bigfoot. Wow, look at that arch. Literally, we'll say out loud, we come in peace. What you may see on my hip is for protection from bear and mountain lion only, or a pack of wolves or whatever. It's not. I would never use it to harm anything. And I know it sounds nuts, man, but that's quite... Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how that is. This is a dead branch that's stuck in the ground. Huh. Hello, Bingo Bango. It is a winter wonderland, I'll tell you that, Susan. Yeah, people died from that storm. Is that right? That's crazy. And why isn't it on the news? I don't understand that. Man, look at that. Whoa, geez, I almost fell. It wouldn't be the first time you guys have seen me fall. That arch. Yeah, Chris, I was explaining to you guys that the reason why I haven't been making videos is because of the storage on my phone. That's why I'm live right now. I can't make videos and splice them together to make a nice, good, like 45-hour-long video. I used to love doing that, but I can't edit. And like, I just made a video I got out here a couple of hours ago. I made a short little 20-minute video just saying where I've been and stuff. And I went to upload it. I'm standing in the middle of the woods, sitting in like almost 2 feet of snow. And I'm like, okay, let me upload it. Nope, not enough storage. I said, nope, that's it. No more. I'm done. That's the reason why I disappeared. 95% of the reason was because of that. I have a little bit of issues with my knee. My knees, I have discovered. I had some doctors do an MRI. It's not that anybody cares. But I have arthritis in both knees. And so that limits me a little bit, but that is not the reason. Look at that trackway. What is that? What kind of animal? That's the reason is my editing. That's why I stopped making videos. And so like an hour ago, I said, that's it. I'm just going to go live. And that's it. I'm just going to do live videos. I don't have, there's no other really way. I guess I'm too old to learn new tricks. And, you know, I don't feel 56. Wow. That's crazy looking. All the old photos and videos that Bigfoot truth, I have cleaned my phone more times than I can tell you. I have actually gotten rid of pictures and videos. I got rid of some pictures of my son graduating. That's how desperate I was to make videos. My son has the pictures, so they're not gone forever, but I delete everything and try to clean my phone. The most I can clean it is 76% used storage. So, you know, when I do the mathing on that, 24% is not enough to make a video. And I like to edit, but if I have to go live, then I'm gonna go live. Boy, it's beautiful out here, you guys. Yeah, hello, Bigfoot Truth. Thank you for hanging out with me for a minute, you guys. So if you guys just jumped in on the live, I came across this little tiny structure, which I think is interesting. That's pretty neat. I am in New Hampshire. You guys that are wondering where I'm at. The great state of New Hampshire. Live free or die. The Granite State. What do we got for a trackway here? Nice little trackway. That's definitely a couple days old. I wonder if that's the moose tracks I've been looking for. I've been living up north in northern New England for about 7 or 8 years now. I've only seen one moose. And that's when I was working like way up north next to Canada. I was working in Houlton, Maine. Houlton, Houlton. It's like, I think it's like 10 miles from the Canadian border. The Canadian border was to my east. But I was hiking. I was working at some kind of electrical power plant up there. I've done a lot of work in power plants. And I was staying at a hotel because it was like a 5-hour ride. So the company got a hotel for me and was working 6/12s. And so I had one day off, Sunday. So I went on All Trails, the app, the hiking app, and I found this nice little hiking area. And there was snow, and it was about 6 inches of snow. It was freshly fallen snow. I start hiking down this trail, and it hugs this big wide river. And I'm following tracks of other hikers, and the tracks they stopped. So I was like walking on fresh, clean snow. No, there was no other trail. But it wasn't, not like I would have got lost. I was just following a river. And I slipped and I fell. Slipped on some ice underneath the snow that I didn't see. And I landed on my side. And I put my hand down so I could get up. And when I looked, next to my hand was this huge moose print. And it looked fresh. So with my eyes, I followed the tracks, and just around the bend, there's this big old whomping moose up ahead of me, probably about maybe 30 yards ahead of me. And it's just eating whatever these little buds from a tree. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope it doesn't see me. I actually was thankful that I fell, because I was just walking with my head down. I would have bumped into the bad Larry. But I've never seen anything that big in person, an animal like that. I've never seen an animal that large. Like, I'm 6'4". I feel like I could have walked under it without ducking. It was massive. And I slowly backed my way out of there. And I remember thinking to myself, nobody knows I'm out here. Like, I didn't text my family. I didn't text anybody that I was going for a hike that day. I kind of thought it's kind of stupid to do that, but that's the only time I ever saw a moose. And I've lived in New England my entire life. The only time. No shortage of arches. Wow, look at that big break. Oh, actually, I documented that break before. Let me read a little bit of the chat, you guys. I'm sorry I don't read it as much because I'm trying to walk. Yes, Bigfoot truth. That's true. Up here, they're all over the place. I just have only been, unfortunately, have only seen one. I'm thirsty, getting thirsty. I got water. You could probably hear it juggling around in my backpack. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I come out. Sounds, what is the sounds I heard over there? Hello, Vicky. Vicky, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you, Vicky. I just heard a little something off down that ridge there, that little ridge line. So, of course, my instant reaction is to walk towards it, right? Sheesh. Other than that, it's just dead quiet. Well, look at that bad Larry. Huh. Did I ever show you guys the walking stick Gary made for me? Isn't that neat? I don't know if you can see it. He's got a couple of Bigfoots burnt in there with like this little wood burning tool. Yep. Thank you, Gary. All right, you guys. I think I've taken up enough of your time. A lot of arches, tree arches out here. I wanted to tell you where I've been, and I did. And so hopefully you guys can understand my reasoning, the frustration with the my frustration with the uploading and not enough phone storage. This is a wonderful thing, though, being able to not at all have to worry about the phone storage when I go live. Whoa. Holy macaroni. Thank you. Yeah, the walking stick is awesome. Thank you. Oh, I just hit a button. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know if I'm live anymore. I touched the phone like a lug nut. I don't even know if I'm still live. I don't even know if I'm live anymore. Oh, it's still live. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. I hit a button. God forbid. God forbid I touch a button. There's another trackway. A lot of trackways out here, but that's to be expected, right? I have such an issue with the subject of interdimension. It's so outlandish. It's so, like, my older brother, Big Bobby, if you're watching, he thinks I'm out of my mind. You know, it's, you know, he thinks it's great that I love what I'm doing. But when I talk to him about Bigfoot, he always has this little smirk on his face, and he'll listen to me, and he thinks it's great that I'm out hiking in the woods. He's happy for me, but I know what he's thinking. I can see it in his eyes, and I get it. I understand that. Have I ever heard screams out here? Not. I left a recording out here before, and I heard some really odd things. Tree knocks, absolutely. There's 3 different occasions I've heard a tree knock, and I was probably an hour deep into the forest. There was nothing around. And I took a friend of mine, a younger kid I was working with, and he used to watch my videos, and we were at work. He said, I'd love to go with you one day. And so we set it up, and we went hiking. It was this national forest, but it was in a different location. And we're walking. We got about an hour out. Hey, Bear? We got about an hour out, and I stopped, and I was telling him just different things about Sasquatch because he was interested. And we talked about wood knocks, and he said, what do you mean? So I did a wood knock. I said, no, it sounds like this. And I whacked the side of a tree with my hiking stick, and I actually broke my hiking stick. Look at that arch. And so I pick up the other half of my hiking stick. I'm like, damn, I like that hiking stick. And we were just sitting there, and about 30 seconds, it wasn't even that long. It's probably like 15, 20 seconds go by. And this big loud knock comes from the distance, like deeper into the forest. And the look on his face, his jaw dropped. And I saw this expression. It looked like the look on his face was like he just discovered bacon. He was like so excited. Bacon's my favorite. He couldn't believe it. He's like, there's no way, do it again. I go, no, it doesn't, it doesn't usually work like that. I said, that's something rare. It was the third time I heard a woodknock in this particular national park. But I don't even know if this is a national park. Anyways, I couldn't believe it myself. Yes, but other than screams, no, I have not. Yeah, I don't even know if it's a national forest. Norman, I think your name says. It's a McCabe Forest. I think it's a nature preserve, I believe. But it's McCabe Forest. It's right along the Antrim-Hillsborough border in southern New Hampshire. And I've been hiking out here since I moved, actually since before I moved out here. So I've been hiking this area for about 8 years. Bing, bing. Oh, that's my sister. I told her I was going hiking. She gets very worried about me. My sister and my brother, we all live right near each other. Actually, me and my brother live in one house. It's a old duplex, or it's an old, like, Victorian style house that somebody made into a duplex years ago. He lives on one side, me and my son. And my daughter, from time to time, she goes to her mom's down in Florida, then she'll come stay with me. And my brother lives on the other side, and my sister has her place literally about 5 houses away. So we're a very close family. So I'm going to have to go and let her know I'm okay. Yes, Keene. It is on the way to Keene. That's right. Yep. Keene, Spofford. I will, Valerie. I'm actually headed out now. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I can't believe 30 people hung out with me this whole hike. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do live videos again, because after I do this video, I don't have to edit. I don't have to. It's not the most exciting thing, but sometimes I see things and hear things, and I try to describe it, and I can't. And if I keep doing this, eventually something's going to happen on one of these lives, because this spot is active. I don't know if it's active right now. I haven't hiked out here in a couple of weeks, but almost always something happens when I'm out here. Something that I can't explain. And what is really interesting is that if you guys see something, you're more than welcome. 3 cats in the window. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I don't feel alone, even though I am completely alone. But you guys would be able to see something. You might be able to say in the chat, "Hiker Dave." Someone's following you. Actually, how could you know, right? And my buddy Gary, my hiking partner, Gary, if you're watching or if you see this, I have to tell my viewers that Gary has moved. He's still in New Hampshire, but he has moved, and I haven't seen his new place yet. So, but the back 40 is still available for us to hike. Gary got to know the people on the dirt road. He really lives out I can say now where he lives. He lives in Gilmanton, New Hampshire. And he got permission from some of the homeowners, the landowners out there. So we can still hike out there, which is going to be pretty good. Study Sasquatch. Oh, Study Sasquatch. That's the channel I was telling you guys about. Please watch that channel. The work he's doing is the way to do this. It's the approach he takes on this subject That's the way to do it. I think if he stays on that path, that if you stay on what you're doing, pal, I'm telling you, the discoveries are gonna happen, man. I tried doing my own thing with documenting tree breaks, the height, which way they face, and I have all that documentation, but I don't know what to do with it. But what you're doing, Study Sasquatch, man, you are on the right path. You guys, please go to his channel. It's Study Sasquatch. Go to his channel, watch a couple videos, and you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. And you gotta subscribe to his channel and watch some of his stuff. I'm telling you, you'll be very pleasantly surprised. Good day, hiker. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yep, Study Sasquatch, you guys. Go watch, check it out. And then listen, comment, give me a shout out back. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree with me about his approach. His research is the way. Capital letters, that's the way to do it. All right, listen, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm getting to the end of, I gotta, that can't be good. I wonder if you could hear that ringing while I was on a live stream. Did you guys hear my phone ringing, or was that silent? You guys heard my phone ringing? Yes, Study Sasquatch, you guys heard my phone. I'm so sorry. That's my sister. I know she's freaking out now because I told her I would. That was a couple of hours ago when I left. Study Sasquatch, awesome, man. Hey, thank you for being on here and commenting, buddy. I appreciate that. You guys, I appreciate so much you guys hanging out. I'm going to do this again really soon. I do have to get in touch with my family because my sister gets really nervous. She knows I'm crazy, and I love hiking in bad weather. Not that this weather is bad, but you guys, thank you so much. I will. I'll say, Susan, I'll say hello. Yeah, I have to call her back, you guys. Okay, they're going to worry about me. I'll see you guys later. Valerie, goodbye. Study Sasquatch. I'm glad you dropped by, man, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Now I have to figure out how to stop this live stream. What do I do here? I will be safe. Thank you. Let's see. What do I do? Do I hit stop? Like, how do I just hit the X? Sorry, guys. This is so embarrassing. Maybe just hit X. Are you sure you want to stop? Okay, guys. I will definitely see you on the next one.